Hello, viewers. Today we will be learning the third chapter of moral science, that is, be courageous. And in this chapter, the value taught is courage, life skills developed, self awareness, decision making, and problem solving. Golden words: Give me your blood, and I will give you freedom, by Subhash Chandra Bose. Courage or valor is the choice and willingness to fight agony, pain, danger, etc., even when a person has the option of quitting away or surrendering. People who boldly face physical pain, hardships, threat of death, etc., are said to have physical courage. Okay, courage means the willingness to fight anything which comes to your life. In all the bad situation, you have to show the willingness to fight against it. That means you are courageous enough. On the other hand, people who boldly face opposition, shame, scandal, discouragement, personal loss, etc., are said to have moral courage. Okay, here there is difference of two types of courage. It is mentioned about moral courage, okay, who boldly face opposition, shame, discouragement, personal loss, they have the moral courage. And the physical courage is people who boldly face the physical pain, hardships, they are all said to have the physical courage. So courage are of two types: moral courage and physical courage. Various people show courage in different aspects of life. For example, a soldier shows immense courage in battlefield. A policeman shows courage by handling dangerous people and things. A fireman shows courage by getting into a burning building. A child who gets injured while playing cricket shows courage by going back to the ground after the challenge, after recovering, etc. Moreover, a common man shows courage when he stands tall to face the challenges and problems of everyday life. So there are different spheres of life where different people they show courage. If a soldier will not show courage in the battlefield, he cannot save the country. So wherever the situation becomes worse, you have to take courage and you have to face the situation courageously. Normal people, a man also, he has to show courage because life is made up of happiness and sadness, ups and downs. You cannot say every time you will be happy. Okay, after happiness sadness comes, after sadness happiness comes. So everywhere you have to show your courage to face the challenges and problems of your life. In the past, India produced many great souls who became famous because of their courageous deeds. Subhash Chandra Bose was one of them. So we are going to read the life story of Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose, popularly known as Netaji, was born on January 23, 1897 in Cuttack, Odisha. His parents were Janakinath Bose and Prabhavati. Netaji was very brilliant at studies from childhood itself. In his early childhood, he studied in the European Protestant school Cuttack. Later, he shifted to the Ravencha Collegiate School. Netaji very often recollected the teachings of the headmaster of the school and praised him for those moral lessons which he had planted in the minds of the students. So he was a very brilliant child. He was born on 23rd July 1897 in Cuttack. And about his studies, it is written he had studied in European Protestant school Cuttack. After that in Ravencha College. He always praised the teachers which had planted in him, in the minds of the students, the moral values, because moral values are very important in our life. In the year 1913, Netaji joined the Presidency College of Calcutta University and got his BA degree in 1919. In the same year, he was sent to England for higher studies in the Indian Civil Service at Cambridge, but his patriotism did not allow him to stay in England for long. When he heard about the freedom movement in India under the leadership of Gandhiji, he returned to India in 1921. This is about his college life. Presidency College of Calcutta University he joined, and he got the BA degree in 1990, and he went to England for higher studies. Okay, but he did not stay there for a long time because the patriotic feeling, the patriotism which he was having inside him did not let him to stay there long. After reaching India, he took part in the freedom struggle together with Gandhiji. He became the voice of the young generation of India. Joining hands with Bhagat Singh, he organized a number of youth movements in different parts of the country. These movements were organized with an element of military discipline as a means to achieve freedom. So he was also a part in achieving freedom. In his speeches, he stressed on patriotism, integrity, sacrifice, and uncompromising adherence to the cause of complete national freedom. So he joined hands with Gandhiji in the part of freedom struggle. In 1929, in the famous Lahore session of the Congress, he announced, "I am an extremist and my principle is all or none." He was arrested. After this announcement, he was arrested and sent to jail many times. The British were cruel towards him in the prison. Once even his blood-soaked clothes were exhibited in a public meeting, but like a tiger in its cage, he roared at the British from the jail itself. Though he was imprisoned by British many times, but still he always tried to let them down. From the jail also he roared like a tiger at the Britishers. In 1938, in the Haripura sessions of the Congress, he was elected as the president of the Indian National Congress. By that time, many people had become his followers. There he announced, "There is no power on earth that can keep India enslaved any longer." He even visited the other countries. Starting from Japan, he formed the Azad Hind Fauj. So Azad Hind Fauj also was formed by him. He spoke to its members, "We shall carve our way through the enemy's rank, or if God's will, we shall die a martyr's death. The road to Delhi is the road to freedom." Dilli Chalo was the motto of the INA. So Dilli Chalo was the motto of INA. Indian National Army. People helped Netaji in many ways. Though Netaji earnestly worked for freedom, he could not see a free India. In August 1945, he was traveling to Japan with a few of his friends. Perhaps it was his last journey, as the Tokyo radio announced the sad news that Netaji lost his life in a plane crash. But many Indians even today do not really accept his death. Netaji has a place of distinction in the history of India's freedom struggle. As the underlying symbol of anti-imperialism, Netaji remains a leader of hope and inspiration for all the oppressed communities. Because of his hard work, because of his attitude or willingness to show courage, he was able to bring freedom to India. Here we have come to the end of the chapter. Thank you for watching.